Hey guys, welcome to GameList Plus. My name is Josh, and today I am streaming the VR showcase. This is my first live stream. It's actually my third try, so I'm really hoping that this is working correctly. I had some serious lagging issues with my first two attempts, so I've started this from the beginning again, and let's just jump right into it. I've edited the video just a little bit. It's the VR showcase that started earlier in this week, that showed earlier this week, and I edited some stuff out so that it'll not be objectionable to a wide audience. There's some blood and guts that I've blurred out so we can watch it together. Let me just get it started and let's see if this is working correctly finally on the third try.
Towards early access on MetaQuest and PC
Let's start
VR.
this from the beginning. Here we go. Feel free to jump in the chat and let me know if everything's working correctly, if you're watching, if you have any ideas about these games, etc. So this is from the same people who made Breachers. And to me, honestly, I can't tell the difference. I guess it might be location differences. Definitely very deserty looking. Oh, I say that and then they're on the island. Forefront. My name and face, or my face is covering part of the logo, but the game is Forefront. From the creators of Breachers. I'm assuming that that's
Forefront is the brand
VR
new
they were
competitive shooter from Triangle Factory, one of VR's most celebrated multiplayer developers. It's a huge leap in ambition for the Breachers studio, moving from tight squad-based battles to enormous maps for up to 32 players with drivable vehicles. Keep an eye out for early access launch on MetaQuest 2
Is everything
and up,
streaming correctly, guys?
PCVR,
Will you let me
and
know in the
Pico
chat?
in late
Just want to make sure that it's
2025.
actually working correctly.
Make
I did
sure
some
to
stuff
join the
tweak
game's
it.
Discord channel to follow along with development. Forefront is also exactly the kind of experience that encapsulates what the VR game showcase is all about. A dedicated studio pushing the boundaries of immersion with considered mechanics that truly separates it from a traditional shooter. Now more than ever, it's a privilege to be sharing these titles with you. It is not an easy time for the games industry and our corner of it. Today's show is a celebration of the incredible work these studios are achieving, especially in the face of this. So,
All right.
when you see games you like, follow our QR codes through to wishlist on their storefronts,
For the rest
join
of
their
it, you can see
Discords,
the QR
and read
codes. I've
more about each
arranged
title
it so
on the
that they can
BRGS
be visible
website.
in the center of the screen.
It truly makes a difference for these studios. With that said, welcome back to the VR Game Showcase. Thank you for watching
Hard to
today,
believe it's been
and
an
thank you to
entire
every
year
team you're
since the
about to
last
see
one.
for their support
Year
and
went by quickly.
participation. Kicking things off, let's get a detailed look at how IO Interactive is reimagining Hitman World of Assassination for PlayStation VR 2.
Very curious how this is going to turn out on PSVR 2 because it was completely hated by people who played it on MetaQuest as it looked terrible, honestly, visually. And apparently the gameplay mechanics were not great either. Here's hoping. I love these games. It'd be great to jump into VR. It'd be a good reason to actually play it on PSVR 2 as well. Assassinating from the booth of a sniper. That's what
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
nice. That's the fun thing about those games. The variety of ways
It's
you
great
can
to see
kill the
Agent
guys.
47 back in action on
Reels.
PSVR 2. This clip is full of incredible insights into how IOI is approaching this version of the game. As players live out Agent 47's greatest adventures like never before, they can dual-wield an arsenal of over 100 different weapons and intuitively perform movements with all
dual wielding is a
ambidexterity.
big thing for the
That includes reloading,
VR version, but
holstering, aiming sniper rifles,
doesn't
and
matter.
stealing disguises. In addition, PSVR 2 provides new and unique technical capabilities, with adaptive trigger support through the PSVR 2 controllers, room scale implementation, spatial interaction, and more. We'll be jumping back into the world of assassination when PSVR 2 support
Yeah, I'm
launches
very
on
curious to
March
see how
27th.
that turns out. March 27th. Coming up pretty soon. I'm hopeful for those who really want to do it. So from the looks of this, it seems like a horror game. But
Hi everyone, I'm Matt from Alter, and we're really excited to finally be able to announce the name of our new multiplayer dark fantasy game, Reeve. The game is a PvEvP extraction game with combat, looting, and social interactions at the heart of everything. And whilst it's still very much in early development, we've got an active and growing community who are starting to get their hands on the game already. The name Reeve comes from an old word meaning to raid and plunder, and that's exactly what you do. You enter our dark dungeons, slay the creatures that thrive in the darkness, collect loot and gear, and then
okay, I just have to say it looks like Dungeons of Eternity, like full on. Just
and
that's what it
prepare
looks
to
like.
go again. Reeve has another meaning too, to steal. So be prepared to find yourself in the dungeons coming face to face with an enemy team at any point during a raid. Or perhaps you want to party up with friends and do the stealing yourself. The game even has social spaces to hang out in between raids and to interact with other early players of the game. And of course, there's lots more to come very soon. So if you'd like to follow along development of the game and even be in with a chance to play the game early, head over to our Discord,
cool.
which is discord.gg/Reeve to find out more. And I'll see you all in game very soon.
Reeve is the second project from one of VR's most unique studios. Alter has spent the past decade
Just have to say, it really is so much like Dungeons of Eternity from what it looks like, that if you haven't played that and it looks good to you, you can jump in right now. It's got the multiplayer options, very much like what that says, but it's not player versus player at all. It's all just you versus the computer. So it's a lot of fun, though. It's very, very worth jumping into if you haven't tried it yet.
building textured,
continue.
evolving worlds with sophisticated mechanics that can only work in this medium. With Reeve, you can be a part of the next chapter in that journey. Make sure to sign up to the developer's Discord channel at discord.gg/Reeve or with this QR code. You'll have the chance to help shape the game as it heads towards early access on
Early access
MetaQuest
is
and
the way
PC
forward
VR.
these days, it seems.
Next up, we're proud to be welcoming the developers of the incredible The Room series to VRGS for
Okay,
the first
this
time.
I'm
Take a
excited
look.
about. This is from the same company, Fireproof Studios, that made The Room VR, which is honestly one of the best VR games I've ever played. I played it recently, and it was I did a coverage of it in a recent video, the Puzzles video, and it landed very high on the list because it is genuinely fantastic. The puzzles are great, everything about it's great, so I'm very excited about this game. It's a long, long time coming.
Edith! I didn't think you'd be back for a few more days. Sorry about the mess. It'll be worth it though, I promise. How'd it go with old lady Sia then?
You should have seen it.
Starts on
Something
an
weird is
island,
going on,
apparently.
and Adam is involved.
Alright. Okay, so what now?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Spooky vibes, for sure. I like the dark room. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
just like the room
There's
VR, the
definitely
little ghost
something
guy.
down here.
It's a very similar element that was in
Adam,
the room.
be careful, Edith.
Like that
This
too,
is
the
getting
little floating puzzle
weird.
thing. That's cool. it ain't broke, don't fix it, they say.
I didn't know.
I'll get you out of this.
Very occulty looking.
Somehow.
Yeah, that looks awesome. I'll be playing that one as soon as it comes out, 100%. They haven't announced the release date yet, but I'll be playing that immediately when it's released.
Ghost Town is Fireproof's first new IP in nearly a decade. This is a team that
almost
floored
10
us
years,
with its
jeez.
commitment to brain-bending puzzles and first-rate immersion in the Room VR, A Dark Matter. We can't wait to see what the studio delivers with a brand new world designed specifically for headsets. Make sure to wishlist in time for launch later this spring. Now, I love the story behind this next title. Patient 8 Games isn't your average VR studio. In fact, it got its start making the incredible Return to Rapture mod for Half-Life Alyx. For its next project, the team wanted to take what it had learned and apply it to its very own sci-fi survival horror IP.
So what he was talking about is Return to Rapture is from the game BioShock. It's a complete reboot that they did where it's like a side game in VR that they did based on BioShock, but they used the Half-Life Alyx system to create it. So then they took what they were doing with that and started making a new game called Memoriam, which now is an entire game of its own that originally was based on that Half-Life Alyx system. So it's a really great system. You know that much from the very beginning. But I will let you watch this trailer. It looks pretty awesome. Watch it. I did blur some stuff out because it is a horror game. See, I love that it says it's captured on Quest 3.
They've got their minds. The patients are more like rabid dogs than people.
Yeah, I had to blur some stuff.
No one gets in or out unless I say so.
Please, you gotta help me out.
One thing's for sure. This is definitely not Mirage. Whatever these things are, stay the hell away from them. They're not people. It's been 37 years.
Freeze! Stay right there.
I'm not infected! Looks pretty infected to me. You see any of them walking around, you go the other way, or you put them down
I
quick.
feel like as long as it's green goop that's getting blasted out of the characters, there's no need of censoring, but if it's blood, obviously
So,
it has to be
on the
censored.
Chimera. Not bad. If you need to give it some extra punch, take it over to the forge.
The physics look
They're
fantastic.
parasites. Just like you.
Now we're the only spot in town.
This is the bandage I cannot remove without bleeding.
One day, soon, it will be enough.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, that looks good. Looks like it might be the contender for the best sci-fi horror game for Quest 3 for sure for this year.
Thanks to the team at Patient 8 and 2080 Games for that latest look at Memoriam. Don't forget to check out the just launched store page and wishlist the game.
Yeah, that one looks
Still to
good.
come, we'll
I'm curious
feature
when that's
some
gonna be
incredible
released, but
independent
it's definitely gonna
projects,
be one of the biggest ones
offer
this
up a
year.
slice of Slender VR, and yes, check in with the team at Flat to VR. Before then, let's take a look at some more upcoming projects with big updates on the way. Have you heard about Prison Boss Prohibition? The sequel to Prison Boss VR, launching
never
later
played
this year,
Prison
has
Boss
some
VR.
exciting news. Mixed reality support is coming to the Quest version of the game. Transform your
I don't know if you guys have played Prison Boss VR, but I have not. It doesn't look all that exciting to me, but it's really well regarded. So now it's got mixed reality mode, which is cool.
If by some miracle you have a friend in this joint,
Maybe not my
team
thing.
up to run the business together in MR, whether you're in the same room or not. You can join the next alpha access on Discord and test the new feature starting March 18th. Forefront may be on the horizon, but there's still more in store for Triangle Factory's multiplayer gem, Breachers. The competitive shooter
I really
has
can't tell
already
the
had
difference
a busy
between
year.
Breachers
with 3
or
seasons,
Forefront.
gun charms, new maps and reworks,
I don't know if this
special
is-
gun packs, weekly
Okay, this has to
challenges,
be Breachers.
and more. But Triangle Factory also promised new gadgets were coming to the game, and the first one is coming a lot sooner than you think.
That's cool.
Trick your opponents into thinking you're somewhere you're not with the
That's a
clone
pretty cool
projector.
feature.
And it's available right now.
Yeah. Well, if you're into that, that looks like a fun feature for sure. Ah, Zix. This looks promising, honestly.
This is fresh gameplay from Zix, a fast-paced co-op action roguelike coming to Quest and PC. As an acolyte of Zix, you and up to 2 others remix reality, shaping each run in
Very
unexpected
sandbox
ways.
style.
Swap
I guess.
enemies, change gravity, and uncover hidden secrets as you fight through ever-changing challenges. With its first instinct combat system, Zix lets you pull off stylish, over-the-top combos, dashing, striking, and chaining abilities with ninja-like precision. This is one experience you won't want to miss. Wishlist now on Steam and Quest ahead of launch later this year.
Apparently they're doing an early access thing if you request it. For some might be weird. Okay, Vendetta Forever, I have not done a full review of this.
The critically acclaimed Vendetta Forever is coming to PC VR headsets soon. Vendetta is a love letter to blockbuster cinema, with stylish,
Phenomenal
tightly
game.
choreographed levels that put you right in the heart of the action. Meat Space Interactive and N-Dreams will be bringing that full experience to
I'm
Steam
actually
VR.
shocked that it
But that's
didn't come
not
out
all.
on PC
We're
VR
also happy
and
to announce that
PSVR
Meat Space
2
Interactive
yet.
is also working on all new levels for the game. They'll be available on PC at launch and arrive on Quest and PSVR 2 via a free update.
It's a phenomenal game, it truly is.
Look out
If you
for
haven't
both
tried
on
Vendetta
May
Forever,
8th,
it's been available since
2025.
October. So if you have a Quest 3, you can jump into it today. It's
You're seeing exclusive footage of the PSVR 2 version of Underdogs. Developer One Hamza
Also an
has
amazing
teamed up
game.
with Perp Games to bring the full version
Serious
of the roguelike
exercise.
mech battler to Sony's headset. That includes the Buzzsaw, Sandboxer, combat and anniversary updates from the other versions of the game. Not only that, but the PSVR 2 version makes full use of haptic vibration on the controllers, so you can feel every punch, slice and smash inside VR. The best part is there's not much longer to wait. We're happy to confirm Underdogs arrives on PSVR 2 digitally on March 25th, with the physical version launching April 4th. Oh, and speaking of Perp Games,
Hey Kate, CR again. I hope everything's okay. I know there's been a lot to take in and wrap your head around. It'll be good when Lauren gets there to help you sell the house. Take a little load off your mind. Give me a call when you get the chance and we can talk. Take care.
Now, I'd heard that they were working on a Slender Man game for VR. I had no idea they were just going to literally re-release the old game. But for people who like it, I'm sure they're excited.
the original Slender the Arrival launched over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Since then, we've heard plenty of masochists express their desire for a VR version. Perp Games and Blue Isle Studios are delivering on that nightmare this spring, with a full adaptation of the game for Quest, PSVR 2, and PC VR. Look out for more details very soon.
I'll definitely try it out since it's a great horror game. Love horror games. Okay, yeah, and then this video, I had to blur the entire thing because it's literally just blood and guts from beginning to end. This is for Gorn 2, and I never played the original Gorn on VR or Quest 3, and I just never knew what it was, but it's kind of like a fighting game, but it's just extremely bloody and gory. They're super cartoony characters, but it's just extreme blood, gore, violence. So yeah, I had to go and blur this entire thing out. But you can go check it out on your own.
Thanks to Devolver Digital for a fresh look at one of our most anticipated VR sequels, Gorn 2. It's coming to Quest, PSVR 2, and PC VR later this year.
Not my thing. Ooh, this looks good. From what I understand, it's a very small team that put this game together, which is awesome. It looks phenomenal. Graphics are great. Leave this the PCVR version because it's too tight to the Quest 3 stuff. You can get close to it. Looks like it's partially cell shaded sort of stuff.
Play
Right
Exoshock in closed early access. Join the Discord to apply.
I'll be applying for that.
Drawing
That actually looks
inspiration
fun.
from games like Helldivers 2, Warhammer 40k, Halo, and Fear, Exoshock is a co-op shooter that aims to be a leap forward for PvE shooters in VR.
From what I understand,
it delivers
it's two-player
intense shootouts and endless
PvE,
replayability,
which is ideal
with
in my
tactical
mind,
gameplay
but
and
I'm not a
dynamically
big shooter
generated
person.
missions that
But it
ensure
seems
no
like it'd
two
be easier to set
encounters
up.
are the same. It seeks to redefine visceral cooperative play in VR. Look out for more information on the MetaQuest and PCVR early access launch soon. If you're an influencer or press heading to GDC this month, scan the QR code to book an appointment for hands-on with the game. Now, one of the things we heard after the last VRGS in August was that the show didn't do enough to highlight smaller independent studios. So this time around, we've been on the hunt for exciting, innovative games that fall under that umbrella. Our search first led us to Wind Up Minds, a studio formed from former Meta developers that created the incredible virtual pet experience, BOGO. Now, BOGO went offline last year, but its creators started a new journey. A deeper virtual pet experience that would give each player a one-of-a-kind bond with their companion. The result is Stay Forever Home, a platform that doesn't just let you play with a cute animal, but spend quality time building a relationship with them.
I'm very
Let's take a
curious how
look.
this is going to work exactly, but it definitely... I saw some earlier stuff
Hi,
about this. It
I'm
looks
Bernie
cool.
Yee. I'm the CEO of the studio Wind Up Minds. I founded this with my team, and I'm here to give you an intro today of our upcoming game, Stay Forever Home. Ember is the heart of our game, a virtual pet inspired by the relationship our dev team has with our own pets. We designed
It's
Ember
cool
to
because it's a
feel
mixed
real.
reality thing.
She sees the world, she makes
You
decisions,
can play with it in your
changes
space
her
and
mind.
then go take the dog for little walks.
And most
in the VR
importantly,
space.
she cares about what you're doing too. There's another world right outside your front door, a place you'll explore together. You can take a relaxing walk in a world of cozy activities and cooperative challenges. We want Stay to be part of your routine, like having a perfect day with your pet, all in 10 minutes. And when you come home, you'll bring a little of that magic with you.
See, that's pretty cool.
Thanks for joining me to learn about Stay Forever Home. We can't
Just
wait for you.
It just shows a little bit of the dog being in your own space, dog creature. And I gotta say, it's cool if you don't have any pets of your own. I have 2 dogs, so I'm always cleaning up real poop and pee and
To meet Ember and bring her
not,
back into your home.
Not the same thing. That's the easy way to have a pet.
We can't wait to begin our bond with Ember on April 3rd. Another small studio coming
look
from
cute,
VR royalty
for sure.
is Cozy Cube Games. Now, this is a tiny team led by a former member of Alchemy Labs. If you've been following their work on Blue Sky, then you might be familiar with this next project, which is layered with made-for-VR interactions.
Very cutesy. The animation looks pretty good though. Simple but well animated. Hopefully, because this is pre-alpha footage, it doesn't degrade too much before it comes out, but the animation is smooth. I don't completely understand what you do in it. It seems like you just kind of hang out as a penguin, but it might be a lot of fun.
Penguin Festival's world looks incredibly tactile. We can't wait for it. Finally, for our indie section, we're very proud to announce the brand new game from the creators of the classic Windlands franchise.
I've never heard of Windlands, but there are apparently 2 games that have already come out. Yeah, 1 and 2, and I guess they're VR games as well. It looks really cool, visually. It reminds me of RoboQuest. In fact, I thought it was RoboQuest when I first saw this for that first couple seconds. Lots of orange. Nice title. It looks a little bit like Horizon.
Titan Isles
creature.
is Cytec Games' first new project in 7 years, and builds on Windlands' knack for fast movement and cooperative gameplay. Thanks to the Cytec team for this reveal. Look out for more information later this year. Okay, we're reaching the home stretch. If you have a MetaQuest near you right now, you might want to grab it. We have a surprise for you.
Locked and loaded. Smash cut!
No idea.
Step into the world of movie magic at Lights Camera Faction.
So this
From
is
the
also
studio that brought you
captured on a Quest
Westertown,
screen. This is what it looks
Forsaken
like.
Festival, The Row, where the
I have not
legendary
tried this
Alice
yet. It's
Weber
out.
makes movie magic,
I'm beyond burnt out.
along with their co-founder, who is currently unavailable. Enjoy your visit, and don't mind the
Again,
mechanoids.
I have
They're
no
here to
idea
help.
what the actual gameplay is like.
But do report any
I
malfunctioning
will be trying
units.
this for sure.
Slow-mo.
From what I understand, there's some bone lab sort of elements to it. That's what I saw someone say. So, funky physics. And if you're not careful, nauseating physics.
I reckon it's time to make my exit.
Where is Malcolm?
This was a surprise for sure.
On this, Alice.
It was announced this
crazy
year, but
bastard.
they brought it out this week. I'm curious what you guys think.
You read
If
that
you've
right.
tried it,
Deep
let me know in the
Cuts
comments.
is available on MetaQuest right now. This game turned our heads with its physics-driven action built into the awesome premise of visiting several movie worlds. Thanks to the
Premise?
Scythe dev team and publisher
Premise?
Tiny Build for working with us on that surprise drop. Before we get into our last segment, we have a quick update from the VRGS team. Mark your calendars, because we'll be back with our next show this August.
See, that's what
And
I'm really
trust me
looking
when I
forward
say
to.
we're
August
assembling our
is
biggest
gonna be when
lineup
they-
yet.
He says biggest lineup yet, and I'm hoping that that means we have some bigger titles. Last year we had Batman, we had Aliens, we had Metro. There's a lot of great things that came out last year that were announced early in the year. This year, not so much. So, and this showcase isn't showing off much more than what we already kind of knew about, other than a couple surprises. So I'm really hoping that there are some big surprises in August that are like holiday games. We'll see.
Okay, last time on the VR Game Showcase, we ended the show with the first lineup announcement for Flat VR Studios. The response was nothing short of phenomenal. So we figured, why not do it all over again?
Flat to VR is pretty awesome.
Welcome
Taking
to the
games.
Spires of Adgor.
Flat to VR takes games that were previously released on PC or other platforms in 2D, and they're turning them into VR games, and they're doing an amazing job so far. Trombone Champ was their biggest one that's come out so far. It's hilarious. Say more about it. Ah, here we are. This is RoboQuest. My dear friend Jarek the Pilot played the heck out of this on PC. Loves it. It's very well suited for VR. And again, this is not saying if this is Quest 3 footage, so I'm going to assume this is the PC VR version, PSVR 2 version, but the graphics look like they'll translate well. This is fast-paced. This looks like one of the smartest translations into VR from Black VR Studios. There are tons of weapons in this game, modifications, upgrades, and that kind of stuff. That looks good. Coming out on all
Hi,
platforms,
I'm
it
Jasmine
seems.
Uniza from Flat to VR Studios. We hope you enjoyed that fresh new look of RoboQuest VR, which I'm excited to share is launching to PlayStation VR 2, Steam VR, and MetaQuest 3 this fall. But that's not all. Wrath,
This
A Hunt of
fall,
Ruin
could be as
VR
late
is
as
also
December.
launching this fall. We will share more details in the coming weeks. Now, some of you may know us from our very first VR adaptation, Trombone Champ Unflattened. And that project proved that we could bring a flat screen game into VR in a way that feels like it was built from the ground up. The journey from smaller projects to these huge AAA ports that you all have been asking for isn't easy. Licensing the right game and building a studio all takes time, but we are all in, and our mission remains the same, which is
hope
to
that they
bring
have lots
the
of success
best
as
flat
they
screen
continue.
games to VR. And we wouldn't be able to do this without all of your support, so thank you so much. We have been working like crazy over the last year to bring even bigger, even more amazing titles to the VR catalog. And while we can't share everything we're working on in this showcase, we do have some really exciting reveals that we can't wait to show you. So from all of us at Flat to VR Studios, thank you so much and enjoy.
All right, some reveals. Let's see.
I hope she doesn't find us here.
It's been out for a while, or what? In 2D, I should say. What's this?
Postal.
1997.
Very controversial video game.
So I stopped that because the rest of it is incredibly gory and pretty disgusting. So I ended up just cutting it at that point because I didn't want to cover that on this channel. It's not appropriate. I don't want you just staring at a blurry screen. So Postal 2 is what that is, and it's the last one that is in the live stream. The last one that was in the showcase, and the last one that I have on the live stream as well, obviously. So if you guys, I think there's only 3 of you in the chat. Yeah, 3 of you in the chat. Do you guys have any questions about GameList Plus or any comments you want to make in the chat before we sign off? That is it for the first live stream for GameList Plus. My very first live stream, I think it went fine. It was the 3rd try trying to get it to work, and I finally got things to actually flow and stream without jittering and mess ups. But there will be many more streams to come in the future, and in the next one I plan to give away a accessory of some kind. I've acquired quite a few accessories in box openings and trying different things over the last year and a half or so since I started GameList Plus. So the next live stream, I will definitely be giving away one accessory, and I'll do one per live stream as we go. And there'll definitely be a much earlier announcement of when a live stream is going to happen. I might just come on and talk about current games or do like a live review, maybe do another live reaction video, depending on what you guys think, based on watching this live stream in replay, because only a couple of you were on here live. But I appreciate you guys who watched live just now, and I will see you next time on GameList Plus. Oh wait, go try something new.